asks my brother what he means by a given guitar riff that he plays. But the question of meaning is so tied up with language that it's almost impossible to listen to a song and not ask yourself, well, what does that mean? What does he mean by that? What does she mean by that? I think it is possible at the same time to disentangle language from meaning and to use it in such a way that just honors its rhythmic quality, for example, without presuming at all, I should say, that I'm communicating anything of universal values. But I can't tell you what it means because I don't even know if it means anything. It would be very disappointing if I would set up this whole endeavor as I'm serving God, but it turns out I was serving myself. In my hands. I accept the very real possibility and even likelihood and perhaps even like obvious fact that the words I write, even when they don't have a particular meaning to me, that somebody else could find meaning. Listener and the words. Guys, I felt inadequate and unqualified to do that, so I've gone to more of a personal, confessional kind of approach where I'm just sharing my experiences and my struggles. I haven't totally abandoned the urge to try to say something helpful, something that can actually build someone up or like get them through a tough time. But I also don't presume that I have the ability to do that, so it's a